Did you know that someone next to you could be planning every day how to ruin your life while pretending to be your best friend? How can you recognize an evil person who manipulates you, drains your energy, and destroys your peace? In this video, I will reveal 7 signs that you might already have such a person by your side without even realizing it. Get ready for facts that will change how you see many relationships in your life. Let's get started. Maybe right now, you are sitting next to someone who is smiling, but deep down wouldn't mind if your entire life fell apart. The worst thing about evil people is that they act like the best of friends, and when you realize this, it might already be too late. So today, we will expose their true face. I will show you the clearest signs to recognize them and, most importantly, how to defend yourself. Because the longer you let such a person stay in your life, the more energy, confidence, and peace they'll take from you. And I want you to never let that happen again. The first sign of an evil person is that they always look for your weakness to use against you. An evil person never listens just to understand you. They listen to store your weaknesses. What you tell them in confidence will later become their ammunition. Imagine a situation where you open up and confide that you are struggling with some insecurity. And when an argument or conflict arises, they pull that weakness out against you. Without mercy, without empathy. And worse, they do it with a cold smile, as if it were just a game. This is one of the clearest signs of an evil person. They don't need to understand you, they need to break you. The second sign of an evil person is they never feel guilt. They always turn the blame on you. You may have noticed some people never apologize, and even if they make a mistake, they always manage to turn it around so that you end up being the one at fault. A typical scenario: they say something cruel, you defend yourself, and suddenly you're made out to be overly sensitive who exaggerates everything. As a result, you feel guilty even though you did nothing wrong. An evil person doesn't need the truth, they just need to win. That's why they never admit a mistake, even if it's as clear as day. On the contrary, they make you the scapegoat, and if you allow it, you will keep apologizing for things you never did. The third sign of an evil person is they're only kind when they want something. You might know this. Someone suddenly helps you, flatters you, shows interest, but only until they get what they want. Once they gain something from you, attention, a favor, money, or advantage, their kindness disappears faster than smoke in the wind. It's a mask. An evil person smiles when they need a key to your heart, but once you open the door, they use it against you. And suddenly you wonder how you could have been so blind. This is their greatest weapon: fake charm. Because nothing weakens a person more than feeling like someone is truly on their side, when in reality, they never were. The fourth sign of an evil person is their joy comes from your pain. You might think people can ignore you, be indifferent, but an evil person goes further. They smile when something hurts you. They enjoy when you fail. And worst of all, sometimes they are the ones who cause that pain. Imagine you share a failure, a tough day, a setback. You expect support, but in that person's eyes, you see a spark of satisfaction. They might say something like, "I told you so," or just silently smile, and in that moment, you realize they made a victory out of your pain. This is pure poison, because a healthy, good person never feels pleasure from someone else's misfortune, only an evil one. The fifth sign of an evil person is they perfectly play the victim role. An evil person knows very well that sympathy is the strongest human emotion, so they abuse it. When it's about to be exposed that you see through their intentions, they suddenly become the hurt victim. Everything turns around. They're the one suffering. the misunderstood one. And you suddenly feel guilty for even trying to set boundaries. A typical scene: you catch them lying, and instead of admitting the mistake, they start with, "You never trust me. Everyone always suspects me." Suddenly, you want to prove you're not like the others, and that's exactly their goal. This is dangerous because when an evil person plays the victim, not only do they disarm you, but they also tie you even closer, and you start protecting someone who is actually destroying you. The sixth sign of an evil person is they need to control you. An evil person never lets things flow freely. They need to hold the reins tightly, even in the smallest details of your life. The more they monitor you, the stronger they feel. Maybe it starts subtly with, "Why did you go there? Who did you talk to? Why didn't you reply immediately?" But soon you realize these questions are not concern. They are shackles. The longer you endure them, the more the noose tightens around you. And the scariest part is that it can disguise itself as love. It sounds like care, but it's actually control. Because an evil person doesn't believe in a relationship based on trust, only in the power they have over you. The seventh sign of an evil person is that they never change. They just adapt. Maybe you still carry hope that they will change, that once they see how much they hurt you, they will wake up and make amends. But the truth is cruel. An evil person doesn't change. They only adapt to continue. When they realize you've seen through their manipulation, they replay the scenario. They start acting nice, give you space, maybe even show remorse. But it's not change. It's a tactic. Just a different packaging of the same poison. And that's why the last and clearest sign of an evil person is this: you must never believe they will be different. Because they don't need to grow. They just need another chance to control you. Recognizing them is the first step, but true power comes when you learn how not to give them power over your life. Here are some principles that work. First, don't give them weapons. Never open your soul so they have ammunition against you. An evil person will abuse every weakness you show them. Share only what you're willing to see turned against you. Second, set firm boundaries. And not just set them, but hold them. If they try to push you into a corner, clearly say no and don't succumb to guilt. An evil person will always test how far they can go. Third, don't react to their games. Manipulation, accusations, provocation, all are hooks they use to draw you in. Your greatest weapon is calm. If you don't react as they expect, they lose control over you. Fourth, don't fall for fake pity. When an evil person plays the victim, remind yourself it's a mask. Don't take responsibility for their life, because that's exactly what they want from you. Fifth, if you have to, cut them off. Sometimes there's no other way. Sometimes the best protection is complete silence. No contact, no space. It's not weakness. It's the highest form of strength, choosing to protect yourself and your peace. Remember, an evil person doesn't change because you want them to. They only change when you stop giving them the chance to play their game. Their power doesn't end in them. Their power begins where you allow it. An evil person may live right around you, silently destroying your peace and energy. Learn to recognize these signs, protect your boundaries, and never let them control or manipulate you. Your strength begins where you stop playing their game. If this video brought you useful information, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share your experiences in the comments. Every comment makes me very happy and can help others too. Thank you for watching Enginuity. Together, we grow and keep learning.